Oh, say does that star...
And Doris, the rhythm of the season beginning to set in. Teams are starting to establish their identity.
They're also starting to understand, all right, these are our rotations. The players are now establishing their roles. You are definitely starting to see teams not only hone into their approach, but refine their approach.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Wembanyama is out there with Tamani Kamara. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Keon Ellis. And it's Bryant in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Mitchell. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Shot clock at 5. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, San Antonio. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Now, here's Garland. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Well, we call that a high percentage shot for Mr. Evan Mobley. He gets after it in there.
Here's Thompson. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw, good, Bryant. Both free throws good from Bryant.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Mitchell. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Thompson outside. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Mitchell dishes to Garland. And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis. That's his first foul. To the middle, here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Pass to Wembanyama. And here is Ellis. Bryant down low. Covered by Mitchell.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Thompson. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Cleveland. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Allen kicks to Ball. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Wembanyama finds Thompson. Mobley against Wembanyama. Good D by Mobley.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
To the inside. Count it.
That's about assertiveness. That's about Evan Mobley going at anyone in his path.
Thompson looking for an opening. Bryant has the open look. Drills the three-pointer. Kobe's got 7 points in the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Kicks it out to Allen. Fires from deep. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
And that one's good. Hunter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Kobe, no luck.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Inside, it's tipped. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. Mobley the pass to Ball. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Ball. Garland's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now, here's Thompson. They need this, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
Ball kicks to Hunter. Allen up top. Pass to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ball, and Thompson sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Bryant's got it.
Boy, the reach. Mobley so tough defensively. Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. Even though still early in the season, the Spurs front office is getting things done. They've acquired defensive dynamo Amen Thompson, one of the most electrifying athletes in the association with prototype size and strength for the modern NBA wing. He plays with the kind of toughness and grit that could help lift any organization to the next level.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. Here's Wembanyama. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Wembanyama passes to Bryant. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Bryant's got 9 points.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Kamara. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
.130 left to play here in the first. Garland, that's for 2. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Thompson, the bounce pass. Here's Wembanyama. Ellis, right side. Floats it up there for Mobley. Bryant against Garland. Bucket is good. 11 points in the game.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Allen kicks to Hunter. Kobe with the steal. Thompson in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And already, they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Now here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Garland. 12 points for him. Takes the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Here's Kobe. Mobley with the rebound.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Lobbed up there for Allen. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Thompson. Takes it inside. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, up by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Cleveland leading by 7. On the court for San Antonio. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Tamani Kamara. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Now Thompson. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. It's stolen by Nance. Down low. And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
And the basket by Kamara. Kamare's got his first points in this one.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Mitchell gets it inside.
Strength, athleticism. Donovan Mitchell in the paint, quite comfortable, folks.
Spurs trail by 7. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin, back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Again, Mitchell missing.
I'll tell you, his shot has not been there, but I like the fight he's showing.
Here's Thompson. He's got 8. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whitmore. Defended by Strus. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mohamed Mamba, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Cavaliers leading by 4. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell. Mamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Nance. Scoreless thus far. Strus passes to Nance. And the Nance slams it in.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr.'s athleticism is insane. The former dunk contest winner looking special.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And Thompson gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A different look now for Cleveland. Jordan, he's checked in for Wade. And it's Garland in for Donovan Mitchell. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Isaac's checked in for Tamani Kamara. Green comes in for Cam Whitmore. Kobe's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Keon Ellis in for Thompson. Now, here's Garland. 12 points for him. Inside, here's Jordan. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 5 assists in the game.
You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
Now here's Green. Back to Ellis. From deep, Bryant. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. DB, given his accuracy, do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league. Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now Ellis, following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Isaac a screen on Strus. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. From range, Kobe drills it.
And you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Jordan finds Strus. Here's Garland, covered by Mamba. Mamba with the block. Bryant in the post, guarded by Garland. Mamba dishes to Bryant. Kobe draws the double. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Garland, that's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Come on, that is some big-time toughness inside by Garland.
Outside, Bryant. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Evan Mobley comes in for Larry Nance. Hunter's checked in for Ball. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Max Strus. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Mamba. Whitmore comes in for Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Bryant. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Keon Ellis. Now here's Thybulle. Following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. Thompson outside. Mobley with the block.
That's a big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out.
Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-off, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Here's Hunter following the bucket by the Spurs. The wide open look here for Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. To the inside. Oh, Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Back to Garland. And the rejection by Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 5 to the middle. And Isaac throws it down.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Stolen by Thompson. It's stolen by Allen. Hunter with it, picked up by Thompson. And Hunter is good for 3. Hunter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
27 seconds left in the first half. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
The Spurs have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Now, here's Garland. 14 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mobley. Isaac with some nice deep. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. Right back after this break.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
When I look at San Antonio, not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. They've just shown force in their conference.
Yeah, they've established themselves as one of the premier teams. Marching towards that finish line, they're hoping to build on what they've done so far.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the San Antonio Spurs.
Their bench doesn't look like a bench at all. It looks like they have 2 starting units.
And that means no rest for the defense. They're out there huffing and puffing.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Thompson. Jared Allen making his last shot. Pass to Kamare. Wembanyama down low. He's against Allen. Wembanyama, no good. Wembanyama has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Ellis. Here's Kobe. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Spurs shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
What's up?
A free throw drops for Bryant. Cavaliers trailing. Now Garland. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, one of the things that makes Darius Garland effective, guys, because of his size challenges, that in-between game is so important. His floater is on point.
And he can't get the first one.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Mohamed Mamba comes in for Wembanyama. And it's A.J. Green in for Thompson. San Antonio leading by 7. Ellis the pass to Bamba. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Here's Garland picks one up.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 9 points. It's Allen on the wing. It's up a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Guys?
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Lock at 6. Good. Bryant's got 23.
A nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, Victor Wembanyama.
You know, it just looking back at things, I'd be hard-pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 18. Pass to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
Spurs leading by 6. Ellis outside. And here is Bamba. Allen defending. And here's Bryant for 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ellis against Garland. It's Allen on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Now it's just a 3-point Spurs lead. The drive by Ellis. And it's sent back by Allen.
I would not test Jared Allen around the rim. Send it back, big fella.
Pass to Mobley. To the paint. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Ball's checked in for Mitchell. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Spurs. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Tamani Kamara. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Green. Lance Thompson in for Keon Ellis. Allen, no good on the free throw.
How about Jarrett Allen showing unequivocally he is an all-star caliber big man? Boy, with his size and athleticism and length, he has proven he can make an impact on both ends.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Spurs. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jarrett Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Wembanyama passes to Bryant. Over Garland. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Thompson. Nice hit again. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Hunter with a screen on Thompson. Ball kicks to Mobley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night. Thompson against Allen. And here's Kobe from the arc.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Hunter the pass to Ball. Mobley outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And here are the Cavaliers now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Hunter on the wing. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his sixth rebound on the night. Outside Bryant from outside the arc. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Mobley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
That's a high basketball IQ by Evan Mobley. This guy uses the aggressiveness of the defender against him. Smart play.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Max Strus is checked in for Hunter. The Spurs also changing it up. Toumani Camara comes in for Mohamed Mamba. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Kobe.
Well, Evan Mobley entered this league as a fantastic defender. But boy, are you starting to see incremental improvements on the offensive end. Look out, folks. Here he comes.
Spurs trail by 4. Thompson with it. He's got 15. To stop the run. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Jarrett Allen.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. That free throw good from Thompson. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Mobley with it. Camara on him. Mobley outside. 4 on the clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wembanyama, a screen on Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. The past month has been surreal. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Cavaliers making a switch here. Wade's checked in for 3. Mitchell, good on the triple. Mitchell's got 5.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Wembanyama with it. Covered by Nance. Pass to Whitmore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Now Thompson. Larry Nance missing from long range. Thompson passes to Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Ball dishes to Wade. Back to Ball. Wade sets the pick for Ball. Wade outside. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in this game. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Ball. Ball against Thompson. Wembanyama outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now a 5-point Spurs lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Nance finds Mitchell. Looking to end the run. Connects from 3-point range. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Now, here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Strus missing. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for San Antonio. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter, we've got Isaac. Kobe is out there with Keon Ellis. And there's Mohamed Mamba, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Count that one.
Yeah, Isaac has got a high release, excellent balance in the mid-range, really nicely done.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. The 3. It's Mitchell with the train.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this had. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Here's Bryant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Kobe's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Strus finds Mitchell. Off target from 3-point range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Ellis against Strus. Ellis, the pass to Kobe. And he overshot that one, missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. and maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Now, here's Cruz. Mamba with the block. And contact on, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
A different look now for San Antonio. Maxi Kleber comes in for Mohamed Mamba. And it's Tamani Kamara in for A.J. Green. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now here's Kobe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kleber. That shot, no good. Nance with some nice D. Out to Wade to take the lead. Rebounded by Isaac.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Bryant bullies through.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tyson's checked in. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. And San Antonio also making a switch. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. There's Garland. Rejected by Kobe.
And I think Kobe saw the shot coming a mile away. He instinctually gets there for the block. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Nance. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Allen's checked in for Cleveland. Mobley comes in for Ball.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Kobe in close.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Strus, and he lays it straight in.
Well, Max Strus, listen, we think of Max as a three-point shooter, but he's going to navigate quality shots, and he gets a good look there.
Pass to Isaac. Mobley comes with the double team. Thibault for three. Hands it from downtown. Thibault's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Strus on the wing. Nance. Mobley outside. Bryant against Strus. 5 on the clock. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Garland.
Big night for Darius Garland. He's been a headache for the defense.
Stolen by Garland. Pass to Strus. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Max Strus. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Isaac. Cam Whitmore comes in for Bryant. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Ellis. Garland looking it over. Inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Back to Garland. Over in the corner, Allen. Offline with his 3. San Antonio leading by 4. And here's Thompson. Pass to Wembanyama. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mitchell, the long shot, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Stolen by Allen. Now Garland. Rebounded by Thompson. Stolen by Allen. Mitchell outside. Now Mobley. Now Wembanyama. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And the Spurs with some changes. Ahmed Mamba, he's checked in for Tamani Kamara. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Cam Whitmore. And Bryant subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And he banks the layup in.
Well, you see the fluidity in the screen and roll game. Mo Bamba, decisive in his movements, is what allows him to convert.
Mobley against Mamba. Hunter with a screen on Bryant. Garland, 6 to shoot. And there's another turnover by the Cavaliers.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now, here's Thompson. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama down low. Covered by Mobley. Outside Isaac. Knocks down the 3.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Spurs.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Amen Thompson.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And that's an intentional foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 8. What's your take, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
Timeout called, Cleveland. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Outside Hunter fires the 3. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Amen Thompson.